you know, pedestrian kind of van type thing. And then I've got my taxi down the road, which honestly, my taxi is stupidly fast. And as much as I want to repair it because nostalgia of being first car, I really shouldn't repair it because it's too fast for me to drive, which is hilarious because in reality, I own a sports car. And when it was running, it was kind of like speed demon sort of issues with that. But yeah, I also heard that there are, like, I don't know, sports cars in this game. I haven't come across one yet. I've just been finding, like, mostly basic ass, like, yesteryear era sedans and shit, which is fine. I prefer the more square car than the modern day domey type bubbly things. Not a big fan of that. Also, her gloves look like absolute rat shit. Look at that. I wish I could zoom in a bit more, but I think we might as well just take those gloves off. Because look at them. There's more hand than there's glove. I can just imagine at this point they're basically like really, really poorly made like fishnet gloves, essentially. I like boxy cars. Yeah, I like the boxier cars. I just visually they look nicer to me, you know. I get really nothing out of like the modern day bubble-ish cars. Skill level too low to read. What do you mean it's too low to read? Is it because it's buffed? Either way, that's okay. If we've read Mechanic 1, Mechanic 2, I'm cool with that. We'll just put the extra books back. And I'll grab the parts and I'll go outside and I'll try to work on those couple of cars. Also just see what I can do to reduce like the weight and stuff. Yeah, I'd kind of like to see some actual like design of cars return to form. Because like at the moment, when you look at like a lot of different brands of cars, they all look like the same brand of car, just like candy striped to a different color kind of thing. Or the worse. The worse is the they're a whole different brand and they should be like some kind of like upscale like luxury ass brand, but they look the same as like a mum's 9 to 5 like, you know, suburban sedan type thing. And I'm just like, yes, you can pay the extra price to have the same car as the lady going down to the grocery store. Go for it. You know. I think I'll try to like fix up my Spiffo one first because my Spiffo one's like almost there. You used to be able to tell the make of the car at glance. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm on about. Is you used to be able to look at a car and go, "Hey, I know what that is." What did I pick up? Hold on, I forgot what I picked up. It was a window. I think that was a gun shop, by the way, just then. Maybe. It could be a gun day thing. Let's. I don't want to smash the window. Can I uninstall that? I guess I got to uninstall it to replace it. Would make sense. You used to be able to be driving down like a highway or something like that, look over and see a car and go, "This is a blah," without even seeing like the badge or like the logo or whatever, right? Nowadays, like I first kind of noticed this when Toyota and Subaru both brought out a 4-cylinder sports car looking thing. I wouldn't call it an actual sports car because 4-cylinder, but they brought out a sports car looking 4-cylinder vehicle, and both of them had the same looking fucking car, just with a different badge on it. And I found it was like really friggin' confusing because I'm like, it's the same thing. It's just, I guess maybe with one of the brands you might be paying for like either it being all-wheel drive or maybe having additional safety features or something like that. That was the only thing I could really think of was the difference between the two. I don't even know the model of the car specifically. I just remember seeing it because I'm like, oh, that's a really nice looking sporty car. And then I'd seen another one and I couldn't remember which fucking brand it was because I kept like seeing either or, like the Subaru or Toyota. And I'm like, I don't know which one it fucking is, but it's one or the other. Hold on, let me get this installed. It's also getting to nighttime, so I might take her in for a sleep soon. But that was probably the first time I really noticed. And then, like, I haven't really actually like looked at cars pretty much since, but I have heard of, I think it's Lamborghini or something like that, brought out a car that looks like an SUV. And I think I just lolled pretty hard when I saw that, because I'm like, okay, what happened to like the sports luxury of the brand? Because if that's what they're calling like luxury or sports, I think somebody's like forgotten what their brand is and who they are, kind of thing. I'm pretty sure it's Lamborghini. It's fucking one of them. Could be Ferrari. It was, I don't know. I'm thinking it's red, so it's probably a Ferrari one, because like Ferrari only ever like advertises their fucking cars as red. It's like 2-3 in the morning, but the rate in which we don't get zombies outside, I should maybe be able to install this. Maybe. They all make SUVs now. Yeah, they do as well. That's something I also don't like. I also don't super like the, like, you know when you drive down the street and you look over at like somebody's car has like those little like orange like lights on their side mirrors to tell them that there's a car there or not? I don't think I'd want that in a car. Like, just in general, there's a few features in cars that I just don't want. But like, I kind of feel like that one's just like encouraging people not to like look over their shoulder and check if there's actually a car. Kind of thing. I do get that for like the purpose of like disability stuff, it is useful in there. But from like the purpose of like a fully able-bodied person that's able to turn their neck and look over their shoulder, like it should be something that can be like enabled or disabled on a vehicle. I feel like. Then again, I also feel like there's stuff in like a lot of cases. I'm pretty sure that I just ruined the hood that I tried to take off, because I don't think she got any heavier. There we go. Okay, so we've only got the engine that's now down to 20%. I should be able to grab the tire things and go fix up all my tires on this one. I should be able to put some fuel in it. I know you're taking damage. All right, so Spiffo van, ignoring the engine, is actually in okay condition again. I'm not saying that that's going to protect it, but as far as like the outer shell, it's an okay car. I gotta have a look at my other cars. Just have a quick look to see which one's shittier. I'll also have to take these for a drive and just drop them somewhere. Because I don't know what else to do with them yet. But I don't need them junking up my various rugs in amongst the house, so there's that. She's also pretty hungry, so she'll probably find some carrots or something. And how's she going with her mechanic skills? Doing stuff. She's almost got it up to 4. Shit. That's not that bad. Obviously, having read the book, shit's going up a bit faster now. Yeah, can you eat those cans? Carrots? Alright, so she's weepy. I swear she hates this house. I'm not even joking. She really hates this place. Alright, come on, let me out. Alright. I've got a couple of cans to place around the place. Some more cans. Now, so I think this white one's doing okay. That Spiffo one's doing okay. What was wrong with this one? I also forgot to grab the tire things. The hood is fucked, but the rest of the car is mostly okay. The battery's a bit gone. But apart from that, like, I could replace that, and this one's got an okay engine. This one's actually not that bad. Okay. I could repair this. Uninstall that hood. Really surprised that it says that there is a hood. There's obviously no windshield. Actually, I'm just thinking about it now, and I'm like, I should probably just leave that there for the moment. Then again, I guess I'm not going to drive this anywhere in the meantime, but that will tell me what's wrong with that one at a glance. Because obviously I've got it parked away from the direction I need it to be in. I'll just chuck this up inside as well. This might end up with like a couple of working cars. Because the other thing too is I know where in town there is a couple of cars that I can siphon some fuel for. The only reason why I want to get my cars working is I want to be able to go for a longer drive and have a couple of cars that I can use. And I forgot to grab the tire pressure thing again. God damn it. I've actually got to remember to grab the fucking tire pump. That, and I don't think I need the lug nut thing. Where did I put that? I put that over here. Give me the... I knew I already had one. Give me a tire pump. There's a tire iron. I could fix up tires if I needed to. And a lug wrench if I needed one. Okay, I can do shit with tires now. So that's a help. I should have just gone out the back door. I'll be close to the cars. And I also want to cannibalize the car out the front. That Plonky's van as well if I can. Okay, let's start working on some tires around here. I don't want to uninstall anything, but I definitely want to see if I can pump up a couple. We should have like... You should have good-ish tire pressure on like most of these, but I'm gonna make these cars drive straighter than they ever have. That way, if I hit a pole or a tree, it's intentional, not because the car is like swerving and I'm constantly trying to fucking correct it. I don't want excuses when I hit something, you know. This is I'm hitting tree or I'm not hitting tree. Also, with the, like, all cars being SUVs, like, I have no desire to have a car that's capable of holding 4 to 5 people and also, like, twice the physical size of my actual current car and stuff. Like, as far as, like, future cars and stuff go, like, not that I'm in the market to be buying a car in a year soon, but, like, when I eventually do look for another car, I'm essentially almost considering just, like, a fucking 2-seater vehicle and whatever is in, like, the range of, like, small cars and shit. Because, like, I don't need nor want to have a massive unit of a vehicle to, like, move around and try to, like, fit in my garage and try to park and shit. I don't want that crap. Mind you, like, my car, as much as it's been broken down for, like, a year or whatever, right? It is a very short-heighted car. Being a sports car and stuff, so I sit very low. A lot of the time, like, my rear view mirror is kind of in line with, like, most people's, like, headlights, which is kind of concerning because, like, visibility aspect of stuff, like, you'd think it's like, oh, the lights of my eyes, I don't give a shit about that. It's the visibility of being out on the road and being able to be seen, you know, by other drivers and stuff. That's a concern. I wonder if you can overpump these at all. I guess not. I'm guessing since it's got a maximum, it's not like reality where you can just like overinflate a tire or something. The brakes and suspensions are kind of shit. I'm not too worried about this for this one. This one's just getting around and harvesting cars one at the moment. I should be able to turn off my light. Let me go check this car, because I want to see what is and isn't good about it. Potentially taking stuff from, because this is a close-ish match to a couple of my cars. It has a good engine and a good bonnet, a really good bonnet, and a good rear windshield, and at least one set of greenish stuff on it. So I could definitely take stuff off here. Give me that radio. I could definitely take some stuff off this for my cars, which is good. I wonder if I can disassemble that as I go. I'm pretty sure that was also a gunshot. I don't know. It's either the hood being shot or it's a gunshot in the distance. I can't tell because of her like hard of hearing business. She's like dealing with the overweight staff, but she should be fine. Okay. So what I want to look at, I think I'll do the tire pressure on this one, because apart from the engine, which I can't swap out yet, this car is mostly okay. I also need to do the wheels on the trailer because they're kind of fucked. I could replace that from the Plonky's vehicle and this car would immediately come up to a lot higher. So there is that. I don't know if that's better or worse. But yeah, this is wild. To be finally able to like repair my cars a little bit. I want to at least get like one car working. I could put fuel in that thing and it would be all right. I just need to go and find like a bonnet and a windshield from in town somewhere. But as for like my other cars, the other thing too is also the fuel aspect of having multiple cars at a time is a bit of a problem. The tire pressure on this one. The other thing too is I think some of the tires are kind of crappy condition. I think I've had a flat tire before. One of my cars has blown a wheel. I see that branch moving. Whenever I see a branch moving, I kind of semi-freak out because originally, anytime I really saw the branches move was when there was a zombie in it, you know? So sometimes I stand here and I'm like, is it like poor visibility? Can I just not see it? Kind of thing. Flight that one next if I can. I want to see if it automatically will go around to it. Yeah, there she goes. Sweet. We'll get all of my tires up to working, which will help them. Apart from the 20% engine, this car's good. Apart from the bonnet and the hood, or the windshield and the hood, and the lack of fuel, that one's workable. What am I up to? I think I've got this one left. I'll check on the black car and the white car, and I'll see what they've got available because they're mostly. I know one of the fuel cans in it are trash, and I know that one of the engines, well, both of the engines in them are gone, which is why I don't drive them. But I liked my black van. My white van looked like a murder ice cream truck van, you know? So I don't really want to get around with that. And I've got to wait a little bit longer before I can do the... I got to wait a bit longer before I can do the engines. But by the look of it, well, yes, a bit longer, I guess, technically. I haven't actually, like, had a look at this. And tires, can I... Oh, yeah, I can click on it from here. Those aren't good tires. They're, like, 13%. But I could steal the tires off the Plunky's van out the front for this. So there's that. Like, if they've got two good tires, I could bring those over. Because I only look at the suspension stuff for 4. But we can fix this up. Got some friction. Weird seeing all this stuff. It says weight capacity is currently like 264. If I can fix up your tires in general, like at the moment it gives it something. And I could fix that to the white car at the moment. And I could take that out. What's going on with this one? It's been a long time since I looked at this. I liked these vans because they carried a lot of stuff originally. Hood. Engine's not that bad. The fuel still has some in it. I must have stopped because it got to about 50%. This one's actually not that bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I'll just hit up all the tires and shit. And I'll have a look at my white van because I know my white van's hood is gone. So the Plonky's van might work for this one. And then I'll have to look at... because it would be cool if I had like all of a sudden like 4 fucking working cars. I kind of thought that they were like in a lot worse condition than this. I guess when the hood got shit, I kind of stopped and brought it home. But I also know that when I brought this one home, I ran out of fuel. And then I keep going and finding other cars. There's also a couple of cars around. There's this gorgeous green one that I know of. And it's in mint condition just about. It's like pristine. But I've got to find the keys for it. Or I guess I could uninstall a window, get in, unlock the car, like reinstall it, because I didn't consider that I could just uninstall a window from the outside without it being unlocked. Although I really should try that. I should like lock one of my cars, hop out, and then like take a look at it because I've got keys for them and shit. How are you going with your health? She's mostly like carrying a lot of a lot of weight from something. I guess a radio? She seems to be otherwise fine. I mean, she's hungry. She's not thrilled about this whole situation. I swear she just doesn't like being near her house. You can inflate that one next, and then after you've started on that, I'll get the next one set up. I also sort of need a better windshield, but if the other car's got a better windshield, I'll bring it over. Or if the Plonkies have got a better windshield, I'll bring it over. Either or works. Like, the cool thing is, too, I've got the other cars that I can get these ones moved as well. That would help. Because I also want to have, like, a decent vehicle that I can kind of go on a journey. Like, the whole point why I haven't kind of gone too far is I've got to walk it. And a lot of the time, my people just keep dying. Whereas when I've got the car, I can choose to get out, get in, like, escape from a situation and stuff. You know, I have a bit more of a runaway kind of thing. I do wonder if the condition of the muffler being shit just means that the car's louder. Or if it's just fuel efficiency shittier. Could be both. That'd be kind of funny. Imagine that. Imagine that your muffler goes to the point that you don't have one on it and the car just sounds like super, super loud. So it encourages you to have one. That'd be cool. I also like the fact that it's raining, but my person's not too bothered by it. We're also on like the 19th of November at the moment, by the way. So we are in like almost winter in the game, I think. Like, it snowed a couple of times, but I guess that's just, it's cold more than anything. Okay, this is otherwise good. It's just that the fuel tank is shit. Hey, Omen. Oh my god, you get to play as one of those obnoxious people with the deafening vehicles driving by. That'd be cool, though. It'd be, oh, fuck. Somebody drove past with one of those the other day. They drove up. I think they were showing off my neighbors across the road, maybe. And they drove up and they just revved the absolute shit out of the car. And it sounded terrible. And all I could think of is, I'm like, mate, like, I don't even know what the car is. I'm laying in bed. But I'm like, I wouldn't be proud of that, you know? Like, I understand, like, my brother went through, like, the sports muffler and, like, modifying cars and stuff, like, stage of his life, for, like, a good decade there kind of thing. So I understand the, you can make it louder with money kind of thing versus, like, just it being, like, a rust bucket kind of thing. But, yeah, that wasn't one that sounded good. Like, that's, I wouldn't be proud of that. The freezing cold rain reminds me of home. Yeah, I guess, like, we will get, like, freezy rain here eventually. Give me money to annoy people. It was more about drawing attention to the vehicle and making it sound beefy, is what my brother used to say. So, like, yeah, he'd do, like, extra enhancements and stuff to the car. So that when you look at it, you'd know which one was, like, making the noise straight away. It was kind of during the Fast and the Furious kind of hype era, like the first two, 3 movies of that kind of thing. So it was a whole thing. Like, the town I lived in, a lot of people did stuff to the cars. A lot of people bought, like, what they'd call as, like, rices or whatever, where it was, like, a really cheap car and the outside of it was, like, super, super done up visually, but it had, like, nothing. Like, if you put your foot down at a set of lights, it would flatline, basically. It would just die. But that was a big thing here for a while, for, like, 5 or so years. I think if I took out the... I'm going to take out the gas can of this, because I know that this isn't good. But if I can just swap out that and its hood, this white van's actually, like, the best case I've got. Just got to find a better gas can around town, honestly. If I can find... It's just a gas tank. It doesn't say it's anything special, so we'll see. Yeah, it's usually bikers making the noise. I mean, we also had like bikers and stuff, and the biker groups in town and stuff were like the super extremely loud. Like you'd have to cover your ears as they went past because it echoed between like the, I don't know, the city buildings and shit. It was painful, but yeah, there's like nothing really against that here as opposed to cars. Cars had way more like laws imposed on them for some reason, or police were more willing to like do something about that. Whereas the motorbikes were always just like classically loud. Mind you, we also like there was like a couple of different like motorbike stores in town and stuff. So, you know, it was pretty classic for somebody to just like rip out of just getting their new motorbike and just like accelerate down the street. You know, this kind of normal shit. I'm kind of glad that around here nobody seems to have a motorbike because they could be like super loud. I'm guessing I just got, yeah, Fortune Mechanics. Well, we can go back inside and we can read a book. Cool. I think I did all the tires on this one too. This one's my best car by the look of it. See if I can take this and we'll go stand inside. We'll try to get her some food and, oh, she's overweight now. Okay, so what, 85 is high weight. Interesting. I guess I've got to make her do some exercise then. As if, like, fucking pulling apart giant chunks of car is an exercise. But yeah, apparently my cars aren't actually in that bad a condition. This will just give me an idea of what parts I kind of need to get. I need to get a few bonnets. Miscellaneous bonnets. I'll check out that Plonky's van's bonnet in a moment. I reckon it can do what I need it to do. I guess it's more acceptable for motorcycles to be loud because it's harder to make them quiet. Yeah, I figured that that's the case. Like, I don't know for facts, but it seems like it was just more acceptable kind of thing. Will it contain a gas can? You know, I had a spare gas can until it disappeared. So there's that. That kind of sucks now that I think about it. Because I actually had like a heap of spare car parts before the game did that update that took away a bunch of things. Because I had an update around about the time when they updated something to do with the generators. When they updated the generators, I lost like a whole heap of various things, which kind of sucks. It's like small dogs, tiny and cute, but loud and aggressive. I wouldn't call them tiny and cute. The fucking motorcycles you see here are like pretty decent, pretty big. I kind of don't want that whole pile of car parts in here. Interesting to see it got dark with the rain. That's really cool. Like dark during the day. Alright, let's see. We've got some water. We've got her some food. Not that this is super great food. Let's get her a book. I know you didn't finish opening that. Surely you don't have that inability to open stuff when walking. Maybe she does. It's tiny compared to cars. Well, and by today's standard, for sure. Yeah, cars are way oversized. Excessively oversized. I don't think the fruit cocktail's going to do much with this. You'd think that the fruit cocktail would be like nutritionally okay. It's got a lot of calories though, apparently. Proteins, fats. I haven't actually like read the thing before. I guess maybe the fruit cocktails aren't helping her. I would think that like any food would be good, but I guess she's not really doing any additional exercise. So I wonder if you can do exercise with the amount of stuff you've got on you. Can you do squats without dropping anything? No. Yeah. I don't want to have to drop everything. I didn't even feel like she's carrying that much stuff, but apparently she's carrying a lot of stuff. So ignoring the water. Yeah, we have tree emote for reasons. Ignore the can opener because I think she kind of forgot to put that away. Chuck all that in her backpack for a moment. Worst case scenario is we can drop that. I'm pretty sure, yeah, she forgot to put the can opener away.